Hey y'all, hey, I'm Karen.
And I'm Leela.
Welcome to another episode of These Can't Be
Be
My
my kids.
Kids.
Where parenting never ends, sanity is optional. And
And
somehow we're
we're still
still
footing
footing
the
the bill.
bill.
Whew. Girl, girl, girl.
Oh,
So today we talking about foolishness.
yeah. Who? There's ours.
Oh, definitely theirs. Definitely theirs. I mean, we've had our moments, but yeah, they definitely. I think they're starting to top us. You ever think about like when you be like they can't possibly do worse than me, right? Like you ever think that? Like you be like they can't do anything more stupid than I've done in my life, and then
They do something more stupid than we ever done in our life.
they do something more stupid.
But you
You'll
know,
be like, how and why and where did this thought come from? And what made them think that it was okay?
but again, I think things change too because we had things to do when we were young, right? We were outside, we was playing kickball, we was playing tag, freeze tag, we was playing all of these things. These kids don't have that, they don't do that stuff anymore. So
I
they
mean,
got more time to be bored
I
and think of
guess.
crazy
I
stuff
mean,
to do.
ultimately, all those same things still exist. I mean, outside still exists. Tag still exists.
Yeah.
Kickball still exists. So why they not doing it is the question.
You know, adults do kickball now instead of the kids. But kids don't go outside now because they have everything.
Adults do pickleball. Girl,
Well,
we got an outing coming up for chicken and pickle. Why I don't know, but it's okay. It's a whole
but
different
in Georgia
subject.
they have a whole league for adult kickball.
That's like just too much for me. But
But
you know,
they are at home. They have all the comforts at home, right?
they
You
have their
got
video game, their computers, their social media, all their
yeah,
friends. They just talk to them, so they don't have to go outside and do nothing.
exactly. And then they sit around and then they get bored and they think of some crazy stuff to do that's just straight foolishness. So, and when I'm thinking about it, as we think about as we talk about our children, and I'm always complaining about how my boys don't judge, they don't parent me, but when
But
it
they know
comes
how to be foolish.
they know how to be
Wait,
foolish.
before you get to the foolish song, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm having one of
see,
your nights, Leslie.
see, that's exactly what she did to me last time, y'all. She was
Actually,
like,
actually,
caught me off
actually,
guard.
actually,
But
let's go back. I am still drinking my Syrah that she had gave me yesterday. That is
okay,
very subtle. It's a red Syrah. I'm not really a fan of Syrah, and I'm probably even saying it wrong. Um, I'm a more of a red blend girl, but I forgot to get me some today.
okay.
But definitely, what are you drinking? That same
I'm
sweet
drinking my
stuff?
sweet Rinaldi. That's right.
Oh, okay.
My dessert wine. It's always nighttime when we do these, so it's always gonna be dessert time for
You didn't
me.
even eat dinner, so how you
That's
getting dessert?
okay. It's still dessert before dinner tonight. Okay.
You know why? Because we're talking about the foolish things our kids do.
Oh, I always need a glass of wine after them and after my day.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
Yeah, put that out there. So, but all right. So, which foolish one we gonna talk about first tonight? Let's see. I
Hmm.
think
We have a plethora of stories when it comes to
I know.
foolishness
I
with these
know.
boys.
So yeah. So you want to tell us your first one and
I'm starting to think like my kids are the most problem kids because
she always got a story.
I always
She
got
do always have a
I
story.
always got
But
a
trust
story.
me, my son has been foolish too. He's done some foolish stuff. You want to hear his foolish story?
Yeah, I want to hear his foolish
Oh
story.
my gosh, she act like he don't do nothing foolish, like she don't
That's
see
my
him every day.
that's my
Oh,
what they call him.
oh
He's
my
my
gosh,
my
that's her like
precious.
that's her favorite nephew. That's because that's the only one she got.
He's just so
Oh,
sweet. I told y'all he gives the best hugs.
now
Like
let me think.
what foolishness could he have done?
His most recent foolishness. Well, no, maybe it's not the most recent, but it was a pretty extreme foolishness that he did. Was he's trying to be a hero,
What's
of
foolish
course.
about being a hero?
Well, first of all, when a boy's trying to be a hero, who you think he's trying to be a hero for?
A girl.
A girl, but not his girl.
Oh, it, oh.
Okay, exactly. Not his girl. It was just a girl.
Oh,
Not even a girl
a
that he was
random girl.
and not even a girl that he was trying to talk to. It was like one of his friends, girlfriends, or the girl was friends with his friend, however you want to say it. I don't know if they were dating, not dating, but in any
Wasn't
event,
even his girlfriend.
no, no. But I guess he thought he was the man that night. So they are all they do this abandoned house surfing thing. Why they do this exactly? They
Abandoned
well, not
house
they're not even
surfing.
houses. It's abandoned buildings. It's a house. It's buildings, and schools, warehouses, anything that's abandoned. Like you see abandoned malls and stuff, and they they are a group of people that go and explore these, and they have a real name for them, but I don't remember what it is. Like they have groups and clubs and stuff
That
on
actually
social
go into
media.
these abandoned houses and buildings
Yes, yes, they meet up. They
at
put
nighttime.
at nighttime.
Oh, they crazy.
At nighttime.
See, this is why we have scary movies right
Listen,
here.
this is not only why we have scary movies. This is why black people die in a scary movie.
It's like what?
You be like, what are y'all
So you
doing?
just wake up and you like, oh, you know
So
what? I think I'm gonna join this group that explores abandoned. What are you looking for
yeah.
in an abandoned building?
They just roam, and sometimes they bring home stuff, like stuff that people leave behind in abandoned buildings. Like people leave stuff, and you be like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, so it'd be like, you know how divers go down in the ocean and they look for.
And they
Okay,
find stuff.
okay, we gonna make sense out of this.
Okay,
Okay, go ahead.
so that's the foolish thing. Number one, why are you in an abandoned building in the nighttime with a bunch of people? Who knows? But
And
they
then trying
ended
to
up
be a hero
and
for a
then trying to
woman
be a
or
hero
girl
for a
ain't
girl that's
yours.
not yours.
Okay.
So they're in this abandoned building. They roaming around, and they come to a classroom, and that why they chose to do this, they come to this classroom and decide to set off some of the fire extinguishers in the classroom. So I'm like, is this a new way to get high or something? I don't know. But they set it off, and so now in the classroom it's full of like that stuff that comes out of the fire extinguisher. And one of the girls decides to go in there, and they close the door because it's funny.
Or they trying to get high.
Well, only the one girl in there.
Oh,
There's one girl that
she.
went in there and closed the door. So I think they were trying to play a joke on her or whatever. Unbeknownst to them, the door locks. So
Ah.
they try to turn the handle. It can't open. The door does not open. So they trying to turn the handle. And this is like an old school. So, and I don't know, maybe current schools have this too, where it's just a glass pane in the
Oh, with
door.
them thick, thick. Yeah,
So
we had that when we was growing up. Them
there's a
thick.
glass pane in the door. And so after a while, when they realize they can't get the door open, my son decided to pull out his little pocket knife, and he's like, I'm going to smash this window with my hand, right?
With his pocket knife.
With his pocket knife. With his pocket knife. So he pulls out his pocket knife. He like, got this. And he goes to slam into the window. Well, the window, whatever kind of glass it is, I don't know anything about glass. Glass specialists have told me that there's different kind of glasses, and every, that the window panes are different from this
If they
kind of
from
window
back in the day,
pane.
that was thick.
Well, he pushes, he does it, he slams it into it, thinking it's gonna shatter like those things. You ever see the little ones for the car,
Oh yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
they
yeah.
just it's supposed to like shatter it, and then it splinters and falls out.
Mm.
That's not what happened. His hand went through the glass,
Oh,
through, and then he pulls it back out, and
oh, that hurts.
so
That
now
hurts.
he's got this big old gash on his wrist, like totally just the whole thing. It's bleeding profusely. It's crazy. So they of course rescue the girl, right? Because now the window
I hope
open.
so. You went through all that.
But
You should rescue her.
they rescue the girl. they,
Hope
res-
so.
they rescue the girl, and now they gotta rescue him because now he's got to go to the ER. I think they thought they could put pressure on it and see if it would stop, but no, no. He cut his tendon. He cut his artery. It was like a seriously bad wound on his wrist. So
Foolish.
foolish. So his friend drives him to the ER. And this is the night. The crazy thing I remember about this night is that it was also a night that it stormed like crazy in Texas.
Oh, we was really in the making of a scary movie.
Yes, it was storming. It was thundering. It was lightning. Power went out in the ER. So, I mean, they already didn't have no power in the building they was in anyway. But
Jeepers
yes, but the
creepers.
power. So meanwhile, he trying to get treatment for this cut, and it's like the power going out. The surgeon can barely surge his sew his hand back up together. They had to sew the tendon, they had to sew the artery. Like it was deep, deep, deep in the meat. And all this foolishness for a girl that's not even his girlfriend.
Did she come see him?
No, I think she called him though. I think she called him the next day just to say, "I hope you're okay."
You hope you, girl.
Yeah, but she definitely didn't come see him. I mean, he probably saw her again after that when he went back to adventuring in abandoned buildings.
Oh,
He
he
had
went
to
back.
eventually. I mean,
Foolish.
he was he was down for the
Foolish.
count for a little bit because he couldn't do anything, and it was his right hand, his
Foolish.
primary hand. So he
Foolish.
couldn't go to work. He couldn't go to school. He couldn't do nothing. He couldn't take out the garbage for me. He was running around here with his hand all taped up and stuff. You want to see a picture?
No, I don't.
I got the picture right here for
No,
you.
no,
Let me show you.
no.
You might
We could do without the picture.
it's terrible, y'all.
We
It's
we, we
terrible.
we'll just set it up on the.
We're gonna put a picture up here. I'll show you just a half of the picture. Hopefully you can see that.
That is just nasty.
Yeah, it was so. I guess we gotta put a clause on this episode. What they say when it's like gory stuff, it's sensitive. Sensitive people maybe shouldn't watch this. So, but yeah, so
No.
that was a really
And don't try
big,
this at
yes.
home.
Please don't try to use a pocket knife to bust out any glass windows.
You shouldn't be
They
no.
have
Don't do
special
that.
tools for that. Actually, what do they call those things? I'm gonna Google it.
You ask AI about
I'm
this
gonna
foolishness.
Google it
You
and
should ask
see.
AI what do you call this group?
Oh yeah, let me see. What do they call? What do you call
A group that
abandoned
explores abandoned facilities. That's just crazy.
building explorer?
How do you
That's
know where you
probably
get
what
that
they
thought
call.
from?
Where you? I don't know where they came up with this or why they do it. So urban exploration. That's exactly what it's called. So there, people who explore abandoned buildings are called urban explorers or urbexers.
Urbexers.
Urbexers is for short, but
Oh,
urban exploration is what it's called if you decide to go out and explore abandoned. He tells me all these crazy stories. He was like, oh, that he had to jump across like this big old gaping hole in the floor. I'm like, what if when you jump to the other side, you fell?
file. Well,
He said he's not worried.
it's called urban foolishness. That's what it's called.
So we gonna call it anyway. Urban
Urban
foolishness.
foolishness. What in
Yeah.
the world? But and then you ain't even getting paid for it, and you didn't get the girl.
No.
Foolish,
No, not at all.
foolish. Well,
Let me see what that tool is called. It's called emergency window breaker.
oh, simple,
Actually, that's it says emergency window breaker. That's
simple.
exactly what they
He
call it.
probably should carry one in his pocket with him from now on.
Well,
They should just all be equipped for tools if they're gonna be doing this foolishness.
well, I
Just
don't.
make sure they can get out of the
He
foolishness.
just think it's all fun and games until you cut your wrist open and almost slice your arm off, and then have to have a.
Obviously, he don't think so because he went
Oh,
back to doing it.
yeah.
Foolish.
Say it's all fun and games until you don't have a right hand no more.
And then it goes back to what you said earlier. It's like, oh, you
Oh,
top that. I never did that when I was a kid. I
that's what I'm
mean,
saying. Like we did foolish stuff, but it wasn't like
the
that
most
kind of
foolish stuff
foolish
I did
stuff.
was jump out of a swing at like 12 feet up in the sky.
I mean,
That's about it. And it
yeah.
wasn't for a
Like
boy.
you mean like when you were swinging and you
Yeah.
leapt off?
Yeah, you jump
Oh,
off the daggone.
yeah.
That's about as crazy as I think. And you eat a little dirt here and there. You pick up worms. And
Did you eat my pie?
did I eat mud pies? I don't think I ate mud pies. That is
Mm,
just nasty. Why the
mm.
heck are you eating mud pies?
I don't know. Kids do that.
Did you eat mud pies?
I did not eat my pies. I didn't like dirt.
Foolish. Just foolish.
Foolishness.
No.
Mm, I don't know.
No. So
So that's some foolish thing that my kid did. So what kind of foolishness did your boys or any one of the boys? What's the most? I guess I don't know. Should we say the most recent? What's a recent? Because they continue to do foolish things pretty regularly.
girl, them boys of mine, they just I got one, my oldest, who loves to cook out, and he loves to cook out. And one particular day, he decided that he wanted to grill while drinking, and he had the grill on top of a hill, right? He had the grill on
This
top.
already sounds like a disaster. First of all, hill on a grill
And
or grill
on
on
the
a
hill.
hill
He has
is a problem.
he,
Just start there.
he has the grill on the hill, and I forgot how he tells me he does this, but grilling and drinking, and the fool, we live in an apartment complex. He set the whole bottom hill of the grass on fire.
Did he spill the liquid?
No, you know what he said he did? He said he was trying to light the grill with paper or something, and he blew it, and the paper flew on the grass, and it lit up the whole entire grass.
And so the
who
complex, of course, was like, you ruined all of our grass.
and who was responsible for paying for all of the grass? That was my oldest son, but my youngest son,
grill on a hill.
Yeah, grill on the hill, foolish. Foolish. And then I had to pay. I can't even tell you how much I had to pay for that thing, but it was expensive because I had to pay all. It wasn't like a little patch. It went all the way over. The fire department had to come out and everything because my son decided to drink and grill on a hill.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's
Like,
okay. Then my youngest has decided that he doesn't want to work.
Okay.
And that's okay because kids these days they become entrepreneurs or whatever the case may be. Yep. But he decided that he was going to make sure that he never went backwards.
Oh.
To get a job. Okay. No matter how hard times get.
So he went to prison because he wanted to be unemployable?
No, he didn't go to prison. How do you go all the way to the left like that?
I don't know. You said he wanted to make sure he ain't go backwards. I'm just saying, like,
no, he ain't go to prison. No, he just
I was just look.
That went to the left. No, he decided that he wasn't going to ever get a job. He was, as they say, never worked for the man, the woman, a 9 to 5, 10 to 6, 7 to 3, whatever. So he decided that he was going to start tatting his face. Right? So he's been doing pretty good, right? He got a tattoo on the right side of the jaw, left side of the jaw, but his beard is coming in. So,
those are covered.
Essentially. And then
if he really wanted to, he could still.
Then he had a little one because he called himself ASAP.
ASAP Rock?
No, just ASAP. Don't ask me why, because the dude don't never, ever is he ever ASAP. Okay. So for whatever reason, he calls himself ASAP. They call him SAP. So he got a little tattoo up here that says ASAP.
Okay.
And he probably got a couple other ones. But recently, he decided that he was getting a new tattoo. And they didn't want to tell me what the tattoo was.
So everybody knew about it?
Everybody knew about it. Not only did everybody know about it, but he took his best friend with him too.
Oh.
So they got matching tattoos.
Oh.
Yeah, they got matching tattoos, right?
Okay.
So they go and get matching tattoos. So
I mean,
the siblings see the tattoo. Everybody's laughing. They call me up and they're laughing. They like, "Oh, Mom, ASAP got a new tattoo." Oh, okay. On his face? Yes, on his face.
Didn't
so
they already say no more face tattoos?
Yeah, right.
Oh, okay.
So then what they do is he's like somewhere else in the because we on FaceTime. Mm-hmm. He's somewhere else, right? And he does this like creepy thing like, ASAP, come on down. And he comes down, right? Girl, when
they did a jump scare on you?
Girl.
That's a jump scare.
He shows up in front of the camera. And I'm like, what the? He has an airplane on his forehead.
Did he travel?
With smoke coming out the back. First of all, the airplane looks like a shark. So I'm on the phone, I see this thing, and he tells me it's an airplane. And I'm like, why the hell do you have an airplane on your face?
Do he travel a lot?
Girl, that boy don't travel nowhere but his mouth.
Okay.
He told me
he want to travel
to Florida, and he drive there all the time. That's as far as he probably going.
So he should have got a car, a Corvette,
or a lake, or a beach, because he liked those type of things. But he got a freaking plane that looked like a shark.
Right here.
I'm gonna put it right here, and it's dark. Like they not only tatted him, but put friggin' eyeliner on it to outline it. It looked like a shark. But then he tells me,
But it got smoke.
here's the foolishness. I said, why the hell do you have an airplane that looks like a shark on your head? And this man tells me, drum roll, please, because he's a fly boy. And to make it even worse,
Wait. He said fly boy.
and to make it
Okay.
to make it even
So
worse,
he fly.
his best friend got the matching tattoo.
Wait, so his is also a plane on the opposite side?
I don't even know where it is because he's smart enough. He got dreads. He put it somewhere where it's hidden under the dreads. But I was like, number one.
Is he fly boy number 2?
I guess they're a fly boy group.
Maybe they fly boys.
That's exactly what they are.
Together.
Okay? Foolish.
They are both fly boys.
And I'm like, this damn thing looked like a shark with gas coming out of his back. Okay? Why do we have smoke coming out the plane, y'all? Just explain that to me. When I show y'all the picture, y'all tell me. I'm like, are you serious? And then, because he one of the ones that I don't care what you say.
Maybe we should call him Baby Shark.
Girl.
Instead of ASAP, we'd be like, what's up?
Baby Shark. Because that is
Baby
Sharks. Because his best friend. And then I'm like, this is foolish, number one. Number two, it was how did you convince your best friend to do the same thing? Talking about some y'all fly boys.
I guess they really thought it was like, what's up? Like they thought that planes, it's a subliminal messaging.
Yeah,
fly boys.
Girl, he told me, when he first started getting tattoos, he had an emoji. Like
a happy face?
Yes, when all we had was like 3 emojis.
Yeah.
He had the happy face emoji. I said, why do you have an emoji on you? Like he has he probably, out of all the tattoos he probably has 2 that really has meaning for it. Besides the fact, I don't know where he be going to get his tattoos at. If he going to a tattoo party, if he just meeting somebody on the street to do it. Because I swear, every time he gets a tattoo, there's something like the line is like this one with the shark looks like it was done with a sharp eyeliner, y'all. That's how the outline looks.
And is it colored in? Is it?
No.
It don't even outlined.
It's just a tattoo of a plane.
The shark.
Or whatever it
plane.
Is. Shark boy, plane boy.
Shark plane.
Fly boys. Foolish. And they're gonna say because he don't want to get a job. You absolutely right. But then he keep telling me that it's gonna help him in his rap career that I've been waiting for the last 15 years.
One day he gonna have a rap career and you gonna be like sitting here going, I should have believed in him.
Girl,
all I'm saying is you never know.
Listen,
stranger things have happened with rap careers.
The same thing with his tattoos. He got, a bunch of them, and 1 or 2 are really nice. He has a bunch of songs, and like 5 of them are really good, but he never promotes the 5 that are good. He always promote the ones that just sit around. So I will probably be waiting another year before the Fly Boys.
Because what's the name? Do they have a group, like a rap group, or is he just a solo artist?
I think he is a solo artist, but then he said he has such a good heart. He always said
they keep their boys behind.
Come to think about it, I'm trying to figure out what is his name. I know it's ASAP. I know they call him Sap, but I do not know what his rap name is.
That's a bad mother.
That is right. Foolish.
How you don't know his name?
I don't.
That's terrible.
That is, and I have one favorite song that I'm always listening to on YouTube, and so do my grandson.
You supposed to be promoting him and telling all your friends to check out the Fly Boys and Baby Sharks.
Well, that ain't the name. All I know. Oh my gosh, I do not know.
You
I
be
might have to.
like, what?
AI, what's my child's name?
How AI know? AI gonna be like, it's 50 million children out here in the world. How I'm supposed to
Listen,
know what
AI
yours
be knowing
is?
a lot these days. You'd be surprised what AI know these days. But
You're gonna be like, what's my son name? ASAP.
it's
Sap something.
Sap the fly boy.
You'd be
I,
like, I
I
just don't
I
know.
don't know. I just know. You know what? It's the reason is because he'll send me a song and I will
You
listen
like
to it,
that one, and that's it.
and I like that particular song. And like my grandson, my 2 year old plays this one song that he plays all the time. But
Oh,
yeah, I think it's cute. But yeah, I don't
do you
know.
think like stuff like that would encourage your grandsons to get tattoos and stuff later, like on their face and stuff, or do you think they wouldn't?
I
That
think.
like the foolish things that our kids do. Do you think it's impacting the kids that come behind them? That's in our family.
Well, what I hope it will do will I hope my grandson will stop and ask the question, why you got a plane on your face? I hope it does that.
So you don't think it'll you don't you hope he don't just like look at that and think like, oh, this is cool, I should do it too. You think he should be like questioning it.
I hope not. I hope not. Or if he gonna get a tattoo, I need him to get it in. I need it to have some meaning behind it. That's what I need him to do. I need him to have some meaning behind it. Well, I can't even say that because he did it too. He claimed, you know what it's called? He called block raised sap. I had to find it, y'all.
Oh, okay. So
It,
you found
I
it.
said ASAP.
You said ASAP. It's
Well they
block
did.
raised.
Well they used to
You
call him
way off.
Asa.
She was way off,
I
y'all.
I'm way
Way off.
off.
Yes, she is.
No, I'm not. But yeah, so his name is
Mhm.
Block Race App. Y'all got time, y'all can look at him on YouTube. But I'm gonna put a picture up of this dad going this tattoo and y'all let me know. But yeah, he said he not getting a job. So
I would love to know, like, and I know our daughters do foolish things too. But do you think that boys or girls do more foolish things? Like, is it like a guy thing? Because you think about when your kids is little, and boys are the ones who like jump off roofs or, they always doing something dangerous and crazy or outside the norm. Is that like a typical male behavior, or do you think it's kind of cross gender and it just depends?
I think it could depend. But you know what? I think when it comes to foolishness, I think for me, my girls do more foolishness in relationships than my boys.
Mm.
My boys do more foolishness just life in general.
Okay. But to see for me, I think I know that I would say my girls do more foolish things, but I also think it's disproportionate, right? I have one boy and
Yeah.
three girls, so in my world, it's always the girls that's doing something, and I'm like, oh my gosh, here they go doing something foolish again. Like, why in the world are we doing this? Like when they got dogs, I was like, y'all can't take care of yourselves. Why are you getting a dog? Now you coming around asking for dog food money. Like it's
Foolish.
foolish. Like why? Why did you do that?
Yeah.
But it's also like because I only have the one boy, and trust me, he's doing that foolish stuff. However, it's like in that world, I see like the girls do it more, but it's like in general, I just wonder if you think because now you have more boys. So when you think about it, does it appear like more on the boyfriend or the girlfriend? But you just said your girls do, and you only got two, so maybe it's just.
My girls are foolish when it comes to relationship stuff. But then again, my boys are
Mm-hmm.
very fool. Well, my boys are not foolish when it comes to relationship. They're another word. I don't know.
Well, relationships is a whole different
Yeah, that's
episode.
a whole
That's a whole
nother
different
different episode.
episode. We ain't even gonna get
But
into that
yeah,
today.
yeah, but I think that my boys do more foolish things in life that make you go, "What in the world?" But yeah, I think that yeah, I don't know. And then it could just be a boy thing. So who knows? But listen, y'all, my son got a tattoo on his face, so I'm gonna put it up there. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I thought it was a shark. It could look like a plane to y'all. I don't know. And we'll even put a little picture of the hero wrist. The hero
The
wrist.
hero risk. Yeah, that's what we gonna call it.
The hero
We'll
wrist.
call him the hero.
Yeah. The greatest American hero doing urban exploration. You learned something new tonight if you didn't know that already. But thank y'all for joining us tonight. As usual,
We
like,
still
share,
waiting for
comment.
y'all audacity stories.
Yes, we are. We're waiting for It's the audacity for me.
It's the audacity. We do have a couple stories in the queue.
Yeah.
We just are trying to get them right to be able to tell them because we need the whole story. So
Yes.
um, by
Definitely.
next episode, we should have at least one, and then hopefully y'all will send us some more, and we will have a few more to share as they come in. If you have any stories about your crazy kids, share them. All stories and tales and whatever it is you want to share with us, comments, feedback. You can send it to stories at thesecantbemykids.com. And that's stories at thesecantbemykids.com. You can follow us on
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook at thesecantbemykids.com. We had a special Mother's Day episode on yesterday. Check it out. It was really good. It talked about sacrifices. So if you have some stories about the sacrifices you made that your kids have no clue about and you want to
mm,
share them,
mm,
let us know
mm,
because we talked about that yesterday.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
But
not
thank you.
sacrificing my wine though, y'all. So, but thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for joining as usual.
You may want to say these can't be my kids.
But in all actuality,
They
they are.
are.
Have a good evening, y'all.
Take care.
I like that first one so much better.
Which one? The first one?
The one that lost sound.